Today on Bloodbath and Beyond, we review Ghost of Goodnight Lane. Tonight's main event, Harris versus Chabert.
Brought to us by Media World Studios, Ghost of Goodnight Lane, written and directed by Alin Bijan, starring Zane, Danielle Harris, and Lacey Chabert, is about a little girl who haunts and possesses people in a film studio. What did we like about this movie, guys?
I love that we had Lacey Chabert in a horror film. It's not really her genre, and I love her work.
I loved the catfight between Lacey Chabert and Danielle Harris. It could have been sexier, but it was awesome.
Needed more jello.
Get some muscle milk and just...
You sick bastard.
It was a nice change of pace from what we're used to watching. And I know I saw John jump a few times.
I was watching her on the screen. She just kind of jumped up. Or even like the subtle jump scare, which was really well placed at the beginning of the movie when Ron was reaching for his wedding ring, and as the camera cranes itself up, you see this ghost face in the background.
I liked the design of the little girl. It was somewhat similar to the ring girl. I think it was better. I thought the face was nice and scary.
I actually really liked the acting in general by the entire cast, but specifically the guy who played Johnny, Adam Whittington. It seemed like it was almost improvised the way that it flowed so naturally. I thought that was really nice.
Zane did an amazing job.
Please stop hurting my people, okay? Don't kill my actors. Or at least not my dancers.
He nailed his jokes. He was kind of like a double talker. I loved him. I liked the music video scene. It was random. It was weird. Adding in the product placement was just hilarious. Like, it was perfectly done as a joke. The song was catchy.
And we got Christine Bentley grinding with Danielle Harris. I'm about that.
What were our favorite kills of the movie, guys? My favorite kill is Ron's death, who you guys may recognize as the bad guy from Kindergarten Cop. We actually get to see the ghost actually manipulating the real world for the first time, so we know what we're dealing with. So we can see the hooks actually straighten out to become kind of like nails for him to die on. And then he gets pushed and he stumbles back and then gets cut right through.
I hate to do this, but my favorite kill is you, darling Christine Bentley. I like this one because it reminded me of Leprechaun 2. She's in the garage and she just gets drawn into this fan. You just see her nose get like snipped away and then just blood all over the place.
My favorite kill is going out to Mika. Carly is making her cut herself. And it's just so intense because it's not something that's done fast. It's something that's done really, really slow. And they build the tension between Mika and Carly, which was really nice.
What don't we like about this film, guys? Just kind of bored me towards the end there when the old woman is given the final explanation of it all. And I just kind of like lost interest. And I was just kind of just staring into space.
There was logical other reasons of who she should be killing, not these people, not the owners of the house. Innocent people are being punished, and the people who are actually doing the harm get off scot-free.
Yeah.
For how basic and played out the story was, they tried to jam it down your throat. Like, I remember Chabert was in the studio, and she's just like, oh, what's this? Why is this happening? And there's just like, we already know. They've explained that in the last sentence. It's a ghost, it's here, and it wants the house. And it's like, we already know this shit.
That, like, musical box, it's just like, oh no, there's the box. But it has no significance whatsoever. It wasn't like, destroy the box, or wherever the music is, that's where the ghost will be.
Yeah.
It's so hard to find the balance between those jump scares. Seems like it was kind of empty for the first half, and then kind of packed for the second half.
I think they could have done some of the effects a little bit better as well. Specifically, like a ghost kind of like pokes through the doors, and it just didn't have the same effect as some of the times we've seen this in the past.
Let's give our final thoughts and ratings.
For a possession movie, this was actually pretty good. It was funny enough that I wasn't scared the entire time. It did have some pretty solid jump scares, and the demon was actually really well done. All of the acting was solid throughout. I just wish they had some more cool deaths because most people lived in this movie. They could have played with the story a little bit more and maybe try and get away from the typical I'm possessed and I want my house. So I'm going to give this 3.5 miscommunications of smoking weed out of 5.
Like Jay said, the acting isn't bad. It's not something that's going to take you out of the movie. I think the story really missed the mark for me, so it made me kind of space out. A little more kills, and I think if the atmosphere was just a little bit better, a little more tense, I think I would have enjoyed it that much more. But with all that being said, I think overall, It's not horrible. So I'm going to give this 3 guys being thrown into a vortex out of 5.
So I'm a really big fan of these style of movies. We had great jump scares. We had a really cool looking demon and an awesome all-star cast. The deaths were really cool, but the only thing I didn't really like about it was the fact that the story was kind of off near the end. The reasoning was kind of weak. So that being said, I'm going to give this 4 hating on doors out of 5.
Stupid fucking door!
Well, that's what we thought about the movie. If you've seen it, let us know in the comments below. Like this video, sub to the channel to stay updated with all of our movie reviews and games of What Would You Do, and make sure to let us know if you have any requests for movies to review at bloodbath_TV.